I did call the meeting to order, right? And ask it for the roll call. So could you have it? Okay, everybody's there?
Bruce,
Here.
Erdman Hermans,
Here.
Harp,
Here.
Ramsey,
Here.
Schaefer,
Here.
Slavish,
Here.
and Brar is present.
All right, so I guess when I called the meeting to order, I was still muted, but that's okay now. So we had a roll call. Okay, so the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the Plan Commission for August 9th, 2022. That date is accurate, Mark, right? So you said there was some change needed there?
Right.
Or what?
It should be July 26th.
Okay, all right, July 26th. So, okay, so with that correction, need a motion to approve.
Ramsey will move approval.
Okay, need a second.
Slavish will second.
Okay, second by Mike Slavish. Any questions or comments? And this is the minutes for July 26th. So all those in favor of the motion to approve the Plan Commission minutes for July 26, 2022, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion passes unanimously. We move on to item number 1. And that is the special implementation plan, SIP, modification for design review revisions for a mural at Greenway Station 1650 Deming Way. Daphne, what I see here, actually, I got my on second computer, I can see this. It looks so beautiful. And I can see there too. I love flowers. So yes, go ahead, Daphne.
Yeah, so back in March, the owners of Greenway Station had mentioned that they were, painting over some of the murals. And so staff had suggested putting up murals that were, more on the level of where people were walking and people could interact with them, take pictures with them. So this is one of the murals that they have proposed, and the artist will be making, almost the same, they'll try their best to make it look exactly like this. And then this will be the exact location that the mural will be in as well. Well,
I like the colors. I like the flowers. It puts a life into that area there. I think it looks fabulous. Any other questions or comments? Please raise your hand. Otherwise, you need a motion to approve. I think this will make a difference there.
Schaefer moves to approve.
All right, need a second. Otherwise, I will second it. All right, now okay. Well, okay, that's good too. So let's have a question or comments. I think if there are no question or comments, all those in favor of the motion
Who's
to
the
approve.
second, Mayor? Who are you recognizing as the second?
Well, let's go with Chris, right?
Okay, thank you. I
Yes.
just didn't hear.
Yeah. You can have 2 seconds, so, but Chris is good. So, okay. So the motion has been made. It has been seconded, and it has been talked about. So all those in favor of the motion to approve the SIP modification for design review revisions for a mural on Greenway Station 1650 Deming Way, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Let's go ahead and make those murals and make that place look beautiful. Great job. Okay, we move on to the second item. This is the certified survey map to divide a property into 2 parcels. That's 1702 North High Point Road. Now that's Mark. Mark,
Yep.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. The applicants are with you today. Gladys Simon and Barb Gian is the owner. She wishes to subdivide the existing B1 zoned property, 1.3 acres, into 2 lots so that the southern parcel could be sold for redevelopment. What's unusual about this is that this still indicates that there never has officially been right-of-way dedicated from High Point Road, or formerly Verona Street. And so that is something that is being accomplished with the CSM once and for all. The Public Works Committee has reviewed this as well, and we recommend approval with the resolution of staff recommendations.
Yeah, especially that this is Highway 1214, not 1218. So I think that's important. So now, Mark, on the north side, there's the Greenway Boulevard there, right? Or what is the?
No. No, this
Okay.
is the lot. This is the first lot that is developed south of Capitol Beret. So there's all this DOT land on the west side, and the first development that is west of High Point Road is this residence with the commercial use next to it. So Greenway is farther south here.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a map of the area there, do you? Or
No,
well,
I'm sorry. I guess we could have. Well, across the street you see Meadow Court. That helps provide some
yeah,
context.
I did see the Meadow Court. So yes.
I can do that for next time. I'll try and remember to put in a
Okay.
context.
Well, any questions or comments from the commissioners? John, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just want to clarify. So the building that's on what will be lot 1 is currently all part of the same property with the house? Is that what I
Correct.
understand? Okay. So they're just separating off the building part of it, the tree.
Correct. And it complies with minimum setback requirements from the front side and rear lot lines. And minimum lot size is, and minimum lot width, all that is in compliance.
That's fine. I just want to clarify because I know the lot.
Oh, okay. So that's good now. Wow. That's awesome. Mark, you have the power. So that's okay. So that is
You
the
can thank Daphne for that, I think.
oh, Daphne.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The winter view. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we are. Okay. Okay, let's have a questions or comments now. And could you? Okay, so now I know exactly where it is. So awesome. Well, any questions or comments now from the commissioners? Let's see. Anyone else has any questions or comments? Otherwise, we need a motion to approve.
Yeah, Slavish will make a motion to approve the CSM contingent on resolution of the engineering staff comments and recommendations.
And if you
Okay.
can add to that, recommending council acceptance of the right of way.
Okay, I see that. Yes, and adding to that, accepting the right-of-way dedication as well by city council.
Okay, need a second.
Bruce will second.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Bruce. Now, questions or comments now. Bruce, well, anyway, whoever wants to start. Any? Mhm. Go ahead.
Sorry, Schaefer, maybe somebody could clarify what the right-of-way issue is as to why they're deeding right-of-way to the city.
So, I mean, I don't know the full history of this, but I would imagine that this is, oftentimes in rural areas, formerly rural areas, lots were measured to the center line of the rural town road.
Right.
And I would imagine that's what happened here. It's just a carryover from many, many, many years ago. And as the CSM was prepared by Williamson, they must have had some reason to believe that that was not dedicated. So,
All right. And that's based on the normal 66-foot width.
correct.
That's it. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
I mean, I didn't explore it any further because that just seems logical to me.
No, I didn't know if they're giving extra land, like you're gonna put another
No.
lot in there or something. It was just,
No.
I'm fine.
So, wow, boy. That's
Gladys, does that make sense? Is that the explanation that you're aware of as well? And you'll have to unmute yourself.
Are you talking to me?
No, I was asking
Gladys.
Gladys, yes. There she is.
Actually,
Yeah.
Sam's here too, and he's gonna explain or
Sam,
respond
go
to
ahead,
that.
please.
Hi, right, at this point, the legal description of that is Verona Street. So
Yep.
when we get this certified survey map approved and the street situations straightened out, the legal description will be North High Point Road
Okay.
when it gets turned into the county.
Yeah, with the property line 33 feet from the road center, is that correct?
33
Right.
feet in
Okay.
from the road center.
The road is
16.
already there and it's,
Right.
I guess somebody just didn't. Put
Well,
it in.
16
No, they-
feet to the 16 feet to the center.
They own part of the road. They could stop the traffic if they wanted to.
Probably wouldn't
Right,
want.
yeah, the whole thing hinged on the surveyor discovering that the legal description was Verona Street.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why we get, we're all getting into this is because of that situation, which is going to be changed. Well, I'm assuming that it'll change to North High Point Road.
Yes, Sam. So, okay. Any other
Correct,
questions or
16
comments
feet.
from Sam or
so,
Gladys
but they
or
didn't.
anyone else?
They didn't hear, just say. they
Any-
didn't.
33 feet in.
Did-
Okay.
We just
okay.
wanna, we just wanna correct it's 16 feet, not 33.
No, the road's, I think is 66 feet wide, so it would be
So half of it is, half of the road is 33.
half is 33. So Mark, what do you know?
If you could zoom in, Daphne, on the bottom southeast corner of lot 1. On the southeast corner of lot 1, I guess I could say. So see, it says 37.75 feet, and that's not measured perpendicular to the center line. So I would say that's a 33-foot wide addition,
Oh,
Not 6.
which is
Oh,
standard. I mean,
the
that's
right-of-ways.
not surprising, and it won't change.
oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's
correct.
correct.
16
Yeah.
feet though from the center.
I get it. I'm comfortable with all of this personally.
So what's the 33 then?
That's up here.
Well, that's still my property.
To assure the property owner, it's not going to change where, the front of your lot line will not be any different than what other people are along this street. It's going to be, it's not, it's going to be comparable with what everybody else has along the street.
16 feet in.
Okay, okay.
So, but Mark, the question is it 30 or 33? I think most of the roads are 66 feet wide, and so it will be
Right,
33,
I
right?
mentioned 33. It's
Okay,
33.
okay, all right, so that's what it is.
And the motion is contingent on engineering staff approval, so.
Okay,
You'll
okay,
get
so that's
results, I'm
the
sure.
33. Okay, any other words of wisdom or questions or any more discussion? Otherwise, all those in favor of the motion to approve the certified survey
When you're
map
done.
to divide the property into 2 parcels, 1702 North High Point Road, and the approval considers the taking care of all the engineering staff recommendations, and it's going to the council for the right of way dedication. All those in favor of this motion say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Well, motion passes unanimously. We're on to item number 3. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Sam.
Could we get a copy of the map that had those points on it from engineering?
Yes.
We can do that for
absolutely.
you.
Oh, okay,
Can you pick it up at City Hall tomorrow?
I can, yes, I
Okay.
will.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're looking for the staff
Okay.
comments, is what you're asking for? Gladys?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gladys. Okay, so we are on to item number 3.
That's it.
Well, they
This is the final plat for the Messney Place, 7107 to 7109 University Avenue, and this is Abby.
Yes, thank you. This is the final plat for the Roger Schenk project, which recently was rezoned to allow for 6 new 0 lot line duplex units, as well as 1 small studio in the southwest corner of the lot that would also have a laundry facility. And I do have 2 changes to the staff recommendation for this one, which I've made Roger aware of by phone earlier today. The first one is that instead of approval subject to resolution of engineering, etc., it should say recommend approval to the common council. because this is a plat, it needs to also go to common council. And then the second change that I'm recommending in consultation with Mark as well as Matt Fleming, our assistant city attorney, is that lots 1 and 2 that are shown on the CSM would need to function as one zoning lot, restricted from being sold individually until the existing single-family home that would be straddling the lot lines once this subdivision takes place. Until that home is demolished, lots 1 and 2 need to function as one zoning lot and would be restricted from individual sale. And that will help deal with the issue of creating a non-conformity, and also help the applicant, because he does not intend to demolish that existing single-family home until he completes the other phases of the project. So that's the last part of the project. He would like to keep the home there for the time being. And so this zoning lot concept that's outlined in our ordinances would allow that.
So Roger, is that okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, anything else, Abby?
Nope, that's it. So recommend approval, subject to resolution of engineering staff recommendations, payment of required park fees, and that lots 1 and 2 would function as one zoning lot, restricted from individual sale until the existing single-family home is demolished.
Okay, need a motion to approve.
Schaefer, Abby said it well. I'll approve what she said. I'll
Okay. Need a
move.
second. Okay. Second by Randy Bruce. Who was the second?
No.
Did somebody?
I didn't hear a second, Mayor.
Oh, okay, so need a
Goodman
second.
Hermans will second.
Okay, second by Gretchen Herman. Okay, so now let's keep the discussion begin. Are there any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments? Otherwise, well, all those in favor of the motion to approve the final plat as outlined by Abby on McChesney Place, 7107 to 7109 University. Say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion passes.
Mayor,
Yes. Yep.
Mayor, this is Commissioner Bruce. I'm abstaining from this item.
Okay, so Commissioner Bruce is abstaining. So it's 6 and 1 abstaining.
Commissioners, thank you for your time and effort. Appreciate it. This is Roger Schenk.
Thank you, Roger. Go ahead
Welcome.
and do a great job, if you will.
Thank you.
Okay, we are on to item number 4, and this is one of Mark's big things. And I don't even have his name here. So, but Mark, you want to do it or anybody else? It's Mark thing, right?
Well, it's a city staff recommendation. I wrote the staff comments for it. So
Okay,
our transit system is going to be restructured in next summer. And the new route configuration has been approved by both Madison and Middleton. It will result in bus service along if you're coming from Madison, it will come Allen Boulevard, Century Avenue, south on Parmenter, west on University Avenue, where this map picks up. And then it will loop into the business park and Discovery Springs to Eagle Murphy Drive before heading south on Deming. And then the route will also operate in reverse. Every 30 minutes, buses will go in these two directions, clockwise and counterclockwise, which means that there will be up to 4 buses traveling this loop every hour. We noticed, obviously are aware that that the entire block does not have sidewalks on it. So this is a recommendation for you tonight to determine that there's a necessity to complete the sidewalk installation that would be assessed to the adjoining property owner, which I believe is Welton Properties. And they have 2 parcels at the southeast corner of Eagle and Murphy. And that the purpose is so that people can access bus stop locations.
Yeah, that was my biggest question, that who is going to pay? So it will be assessed to those property owners, so that.
In accordance with section 803,
Yep.
8.03, which is,
Yep, yep. Okay, so let's have questions or comments from the commissioners. Please raise your hand, and otherwise need a motion to approve.
and I would add that I did let the property, a representative of the property owner, know, Paul Molinaro, and I do not believe he received any communication from him.
Oh, he did not?
I don't think so. I'm just double
Okay.
checking. No.
So I guess it will be important to that people who are going to pay for it, that they should know what's going on, right?
We felt it was fair to let him know that this was on the agenda, right? And this will still go to the council too. So
Okay.
there's a
Okay.
couple hands raised, Mayor, as you probably noticed.
All right. First John Schaefer and then Gretchen.
Yeah, so as I understand the proposal, it's to extend just an L-shaped piece of sidewalk going 100 or 200 feet each
Correct.
direction in that
I
corner.
think there's another, is there another insert in the packet, Daphne? I can't remember.
Yeah, there was, but I guess the
Oh, there we
question,
go. Yeah.
since there's no other sidewalks connecting to them, what's the purpose of this sidewalk if it has no extended sidewalk?
Well, it will be connected to the, at bottom, the photo at bottom shows where the Holiday Inn Express paid to extend the sidewalk to the property line with Welton. So that
Okay.
is continuous sidewalk continuing from there east to Deming Way. So what we are recommending is extending that sidewalk west. So it goes around the corner, and wherever a bus stop ends up being placed, it will then be served by a sidewalk.
Okay. So it's just the south facing end that doesn't connect.
At this time, if you can go back to the previous drawing, please, Daphne.
Yeah.
The bigger picture here is that the entire, what this shows, the red lines show that there's each side of the street is missing sidewalk all in our entire business park.
Yeah, I got the yellow covered over the red, so it wasn't clear what was, but I presume there's no sidewalks anywhere on any of this stuff.
Well, other than what's shown in the photo, yeah.
Yeah, well, like say the yellow line blocks over your red, so I can't.
I understand that was poorly done. It was meant to be a highlighter and it ended up, yeah, anyway, I see the concern.
All right, but it will go at least to the hotel or the that's yeah.
So I'd say from the P and Murphy all the way east and then south, there's currently pedestrian accommodations.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Gretchen.
I was also just curious. I see these double red lines throughout the whole business park. So I was wondering if there's a larger plan of getting this connected for pedestrians, or I guess I haven't heard of this pedestrian plan before.
So this is the sidewalk gap analysis is some work that we did, especially Daphne, for the comprehensive plan. We were doing and we just wanted to have an inventory of where we were missing sidewalk facilities in the city. So this is just an excerpt from that work. We do not have a specific plan or funding in place other than through our normal assessment methodology, to establish sidewalks along these routes.
Yeah, so Gretchen, we have talked about, at one point that if we could find the last not from city some.
I'm not hearing you, Mayor.
You're frozen, Mr. Mayor. Oh,
I don't hear you at all.
He's frozen.
But
yeah, Gurdeep, you're frozen and not coming through at all.
This happened last time about 20 minutes in. Maybe there's a need
Time
for-
limit on this Zoom.
Time limit, yeah.
Suppose we speed up our meetings.
Yeah, I mean, I think as we wait for the mayor to return, I guess I would make a motion and to recommend Common Council that the sidewalks be installed along the east side of Eagle Drive south of Murphy and south side of Murphy, east of Eagle, consistent with section 8.03 of the city ordinances with regard to special assessments.
Schaefer will second.
Okay, any other questions or comments? I was disconnected for a short time, but I'm sure everything is going fine. So, and so any other questions or comments?
The motion
Otherwise,
was to pay for it out of the mayor's budget is what somebody
Yeah.
said.
I noticed. Mayor's budget under section 8.03, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. If there are no other questions or comments, all those in favor of the motion for the determination of need for sidewalk along portions of Eagle Drive and Murphy Drive, and it's to be paid with under section 8.03, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion passes.
And I
No-
will add that this is this type of work can be done next year in conjunction with the city's sidewalk construction contract. It's just
Okay.
something that can be added on to that work.
Well, it's going to the common council, so it's good. So any further questions or comments? Anybody want to tell any jokes about Chris? Yes, you want to tell something? Anyone? Otherwise, well, this is only, imagine this, only 7:27. We have a lot of time here now, right?
We don't need the time. Schaefer makes a motion to adjourn.
All
Nothing
right,
wrong with that, Mayor.
okay. It's okay, so we got a motion and seconded. All those in favor of the motion to adjourn, say aye.
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 All those opposed, okay, we are adjourned. Motion is unanimous.
Goodbye
Thank
all.
you, thank you, thank you.
Bye.
Boy, this is
Enjoy the evening.
this is probably the record, 7:28, so.